Guys, now I'm going to decode Ragabop. I've been asked this many times by many musicians. What really happened when I wrote this song, or what led to this song? I've never had explained this before, but I thought it'll be fun to talk about it now since I was practicing this song after a long time, and I just shared this song with you guys. For those musicians out there, I hope you enjoy this little tutorial into the song. So firstly, Ragabop is based on a Carnatic raga called Kapi, and so the raga sort of goes like this. It goes up like that and then comes down in this interesting way. And the cool thing about this raga is it almost uses all the notes of the chromatic scale except maybe this and this. Except those two, it pretty much uses everything. So I took C minor and figured, okay, so I could do all of that stuff. And I could spread the phrasing out instead of, it doesn't go like that, right? So it goes in specific phrases. So I just isolated a few phrases. So phrase 1, phrase 2, phrase 3, phrase 4, 5, 6, 7. So the key is, how do you use the minor thirds and the major thirds, and how do you use the major sevenths and the minor sevenths. So the way to use minor thirds and major thirds in this raga, you never do that. You never do that. So you sort of prepare it by going to Sa, or the root, and then go back here, go to the 4, and then come to the flat 3. The same way, you don't go, you go, so you go from this to this, the flat 7 to 7, through the 6, go to 5 and come back to that. So that's how the raga copy works. What I did was to really extract this basic idea and put that together with the way I saw phrasing working in bebop based jazz, where you have chromatic approach notes, you have resolving notes, you have like passing tones and all this stuff. And I thought it will be cool to just like block out some of these short phrases and put them together, and then you get this. So I started with this, and then I ended here, and I'm now sort of inverting this into like a mirror starting from here. So to me that's the same as, it's kind of like a mirror. So all the intervals invert. That's what I was thinking. So together you see that the phrases sound less like Carnatic music and sound much more like jazz. And then all I did was to add on some of those kapi gamakas. So that changes everything instead of, which is cool, but now it starts having a very, very distinct Carnatic sound. And the cool thing is, when you play these gamakas, it sounds more linear. It sounds like it is felt this way in the raga. But when you take the gamakas out, it's all over the place. And that's the interesting part of the connection that I saw between this raga and bebop lines. And I keep stressing bebop because when you say jazz, it is just a much wider thing. You can play completely modal, you can play in one scale, one mode. I specifically say bebop because in bebop you always kind of use a lot of approach patterns, and you have like specific very specific groupings. That's so anyway. That's how those lines came. And then I also moved things rhythmically. I didn't want it to be completely in 4/4. That's just because I'm crazy. I need to take a note out or something like that, and use phrasings that would organically deconstruct themselves into something that's not preordained. So there are a couple of places where the time signature changes, which changes the whole mental space of how that phrase works. For example, so that's not 4, but the phrases work so well in the raga that if I had spent a little bit more time on any other note, it wouldn't have felt good. So who cares what happens to the time signature? So I'm constantly playing with that phrases, and all I did was I had to just practice a few phrases like that, and I could show you if you want to practice this yourself. Then when you get going, you're comfortable. I'm still perfectly in copy. There's not a single note I played which is not in the raga. So I hope it helps you guys. Enjoy, and if you like this, just keep working on it. Thank you. Bye.